Hey, what's up, key holders, and thanks for tuning in to today's pickup, February 4th, 2026, comic book day. Apologize for the delay, just been a little busy, but catching up, we have the Poison Ivy issue number 41. This is a variant cover by Kyung Yeom, I believe is how you pronounce it. Let me know if I'm totally botching it in the comments. But this I've actually had on my order for like months. I saw this and I just had to pick it up. I'm a big fan of this artwork. She has some amazing covers for Absolute Wonder Woman number 10. She did a San Diego Comic-Con Virgin variant, and they're going for about 25 to 30 bucks on eBay. Beautiful, beautiful cover if you have a chance to get that Absolute Wonder Woman. And she also did one with the Batman crossover, which is also going for 25 to $30. And it was hard to get. Mine still hasn't come in. I got to check with Awesome Books and Comics, but they said they never got them in. So I may never may be able to get that at cost. I'll probably have to spend 30 bucks for it if I want to get it. So yeah, issue number 41. Not much of a story. It's kind of just setting stuff up while having two storylines, and Poison Ivy goes to jail and ends up running for mayor. So it's yeah, nothing too crazy. I believe the next issue she is mayor of Gotham City. I'm not too sure. I'm not really following this series. But you know, I got this mainly for the cover. There are some people that I do know at the comic book stores that are into this series and are big fans. But yeah, I just had to pick this up. You know, the foreground and background detail with the fly traps, and just, you know, the way she envisions Poison Ivy. It's just so good. The lighting, coloring, everything's just perfect. And this is a really good copy. So I was happy to pick this up. A lot of shops still do have the A cover, but these variants you're probably going to have to get online or on eBay. They're going to be very hard to get. So yeah, that's Poison Ivy number 41. Jumping on to Nice House by the Sea. This is the Javier Rodriguez variant. Once again, I'm pretty much just going to be organizing my variant covers by artist. If I have more than two covers by a certain artist, I'm just going to put them, file them into this category. Because I'm finding that, you know, there are series that I don't care to have the full series or all the issues, but I do like the variants, and I'm a big fan of his artwork. Check out my last week's drop with Martian the Manhunter number 8. This is a first print. They're doing a full reprinting of these, so if you need to get 1 through 6, you will be able to pick them up. 7 is kind of sold out in most shops, and you can still get a couple of 8 if you drive around and look for them. You can probably get it. But yeah, I really love this cover. He also did an Arc M that I'm a big fan of. But this is a Nice House by the Sea. It has won some awards. There are 2 volumes. I believe this is volume 2, and it's a maxi series that originally kicked off in the DC Black label. But once Vertigo was being relaunched, they put this under the Vertigo. But it's kind of a high concept horror. I guess this is a pretty big issue, and so is the next one, where the world is ending and a group of people get trapped into a beautiful house. And they do have these beautiful 2-page title cards with an amazing artwork, which, as you guys know, I always really love. But yeah, this is kind of the anchor that helped solidify the Vertigo revival, along with Bleeding Hearts. If you check out the video after this, we'll be going into the launch of number 1, which is a big issue. If you're a Dennis Camp fan, you're gonna love the next episode after this. But yeah, you know, if you're into this series, definitely a big score, cool variant. Couldn't help but pick it up. It reminds me of a Salvador Dali in kind of a twisted kind of way. And, you know, you have the sharks and the boats and just a lot of cool stuff. Big fan. Unfortunately, I kind of screwed up, guys. I did damage it a little bit, as you can see there. It looks like there was some sort of glue. I'm not really sure what's going on. You can see those smears, and right there, it's kind of like a booger looking type of thing. And I thought with a little moisture, I could get it off, and it just totally took a piece of the cardstock. And as you can see, there's some there, and it's not a very white. And what's sad is I had another copy. This is one that they pulled for me that I had on my stack, but I did go in and was looking around, and I had a pretty decent copy, and I left that one and took this one instead, because I didn't really inspect it, so it was kind of on me. But yeah, just make sure you guys inspect your stuff. You know, it's like buying a cigar. Take your time. You know, the salesperson is going to want to distract you and make you look at other things, but just make sure you pay attention to what you're doing and what you're looking at, even if it takes a little longer. So there you have it. The Nice House by the Sea, number 7. And jumping into our last book, it's the Assorted Presses Events. If you watched my previous video, you could see I was just totally not ready for this series. I had no clue what I was getting into. But now that I kind of have read 6, 7, and 8, you know, 4 was a lot easier of a read, and it wasn't as heavy hitter as the other ones, but it still is a master class in comic books. You have this kind of theme throughout the whole book that feels very 3D and overlaid, and it's very strange how they do it. But this comic book is pretty much monotone for the most part. You're just having blue and red through all of it, and the few times that you do have color, one of the only characters that reappears through this analogy series is in color, but also it's kind of overlaid, so it looks a little 3D and kind of pops out at you. But it really is a great read. One of the earlier Dennis Camps. It's kind of one of the more unpopular books. It's kind of safe to say you can still find this in some shelves. For whatever reason, they didn't sell out of these. And you can still find them on eBay. People are still trying to charge 17, 15 bucks for one of these books. Austin Books and Comic had a big stack. I was able to pick this up at price. So slowly kind of filling in my first prints of these. But it's kind of you know, a quirky story, and just kind of has like a very 3D visual style, which I just really enjoyed. And it's like a kind of anaglyph effect, so it kind of leads into like his panic attacks, and you really kind of fall into the character's footsteps. So yeah, you know, just really happy with this. I'm excited for the book that's coming in. I think it's in March. They're doing number 9 and a reprint of number 8. But you know, the ending, it's just very sad and just super heartfelt. Just, you know, that's kind of what you want to expect from these series. And then it leads on to issue number 5, which is also a very popular issue and hard to get, and has beautiful artwork. As you can see here, running in the maze, it's kind of some foreshadowing to the episode. I have not read it. Hopefully we can get a copy and review it for you guys. But if you like this content, be sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, at Twitter, Minted Key. I'd love to hear from you guys. Keep stacking, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, guys.